Hey guys, what's going on? It's UA72 Riddle on the forums. I wanted to do a quick review for you guys that were asking for it on a new Rebuildable T-Tank Atomizer that I picked up off of vaporwall.com made by a guy called Yenki69, and it is the Attys. And this is just another version similar to Bully A2T, all handmade. The cool thing about it was you could actually get online and he posted videos of the whole entire process, start to finish of making it. And I thought that was pretty neat. It's all handmade. There's your bottom section with your coil and your posts. Posts are a little bit high, but I'll get to that here in a little while. Of course, uses Type B tanks. There's your middle section with your pin. And your top piece for your tank. Overall he did a really nice job of building these. Being hand done, the threads could have been a little bit smoother, but he's correcting that in these newer models that he's making, the newer versions. All stainless steel, really quality built. He took a lot of pride into building these. So as soon as I saw them, I had to try them out because I'm a really big fan of these type atomizers, these rebuildable types. They're about the easiest ones of all to put together with your wick. Making the wick and the coils super simple. You never have to really mess with the pin at all. Vape's really nice, easy to refill these tanks, and these tanks are really cheap. You can buy them. I think I bought 10 of them with the rubber caps for like 12 bucks or something like that. So you can really stock these up, have all your juices ready to go, and the change from one juice to another is actually pretty quick in these. So it doesn't hold the flavors as much as you would think it would. So all in all, really impressed with it. At first I was having some issues with it. Wasn't getting on really good wicking because I use really thick VG juice, probably about 90%, and couldn't get it to wick right. Wasn't getting very good vapor production out of it. And the tank that it came with, it might have been a little different than this, but it had the plastic bottom. So I ordered these, popped the rubber piece on it, put this one on, and ever since I put the one with the rubber bottom cap on there, it absolutely just vapes perfectly. And I'm not sure exactly why. I guess the rubber makes a better seal, but onto the centerpiece. Another thing I did differently was I was having trouble, with the wicking issues I was having. I took the wick out that I had in there, and I had some extra CE2 style wick that I used for my Attys. Took a piece of that, put it in there, and just barely ran it out. I don't want to take it out, but just barely ran it out of the bottom of the wick of the stainless steel mesh. And then I left a little tail sticking up also on the top. That's about double what I have sticking out of the bottom. And ever since I've done that, and I also thinned out the stainless steel mesh a little bit. I felt that I was tightening it up too much, so it was kind of pinching off the wick, and it wouldn't let the juice wick through. Ever since I've done that, the coil stays just like that. You can see it's soaked. No flooding, no leaking, just perfectly every time. And another thing I also noticed is, ever since I set it up this way, that when I put the tank on there, I can see the bubbles coming up through the tank. All in all, really impressed with it. I like the design of it. The looks of it are really nice. And even though you see these edges here where it looks like it's pushed in, you look on the inside and it's just nice and smooth and straight. No indentions to interfere with the tank, no nothing. It just works perfectly. Show you a little bit how it vapes. I was hoping I might be able to get a shot of the air bubbles coming up through there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to with this camera without putting some sort of backlight on it. So you can see it's getting plenty of vapor. I do use a thicker VG, as I said, so you guys with the PG users might not get quite as much, might not be quite as thick, but it still will work just fine with PG. That's just a personal preference to use the VG juice. Now that's just on a regular 3.7 volt high drain cloud of vapor battery, 14500. So it's not like I'm putting anything extra to it. There's no kick, there's no nothing. It's just a regular 3.7 volt battery. That's a fairly fresh battery. I've had this now for quite a while now. This is the second setup that I put on it. So I've had this setup on here for, I guess, probably a couple of weeks, and no change of flavor, no drop in flavor, no drop in vapor production. It's working just as I would expect it to. Really couldn't be happier with it. And it just looks really nice design. So any of you guys that want to get your hands on one of these, he is still making them. Go over to vaporwall.com, and there's a section in there under the modders section. It's called Yenki's Corner, Yenki69's Corner. You'll have to create an account to get on there. Create an account, get into the modders section, go to his corner, and there's a list there for people that are looking to get one of these. For the money, I highly recommend it. As far as materials go, it comes with, I think it came with a meter of wick and a meter of, I want to say a meter of your coil too, but not real sure on that, so don't quote me on that. But it does come with a setup. It's already set up when you get it. You can fill it up and vape it, but I highly recommend buying you some of the rubber caps for these tanks. It seems to work 100 times better. Tend to use this more often than anything. This is what I carry to work with me because it's easy to refill. If I have to, the coils are easy to rebuild, and all in all, I couldn't be happier with it. So it's the Attys by Yenki69. Head on over to vaporwall.com and check it out. Thanks, guys.